Good evening. Welcome to Younib TV Live at 9. It is Monday, the 8th of September, 2025. Tonight, we bring you the stories that matter, from the alarming rise of youth unemployment across Africa to the fight for clean air in our city, critical challenges in the healthcare system, and efforts to tackle gender-based violence. We also have the latest on political developments, local tragedies, and updates from the Catholic community in Nairobi. Stay tuned as we bring you the news that shapes our nation and our lives. But before then, let's take a look at the top stories making the headlines tonight.
On the process, Mama Esther Kondani and kama like she's not arrived. So
jukumu la kila mmoja kuhakikisha kwamba hii hewa tunaitunza, tunaisafisha na pia tupunguze uchafuzi wa hewa.
Of productive and decent jobs remain the biggest labor market challenge for young people in Africa.
The bulletin begins right now. My name is Alphonce, Ouma. Now, Africa is faced with a significant issue regarding youth unemployment, as the International Labour Organization indicates that 26% of young individuals are not engaged in employment, education, or training. Further, more than 70% of the employed youth occupy unstable positions. This information was shared by Gilda Oderi, the president of the Federation of Kenya Employers (FKE), during her address at the Africa Employer Summit in Nairobi. She underscored the importance of empowering businesses to promote social justice, which will encompass the younger generation.
And brighter future.
Welcoming the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Labour.
On the elimination of child labor in 20, more productive, more inclusive, more resilient and sustainable.
Youth, whether you are graduate or not, you come from Tunita and you learn plumbing. After 6 months, you go and do practical outside. We are the ones who do attachment. Once you attach in an industry, maybe in an employment sector, those institutions normally take those youth because they need the skill.
This summit is a moment of reflection and renewal. It comes at a time when Africa's economic and social landscape is undergoing profound transformation. And as employers, we stand at the crossroads of challenge and opportunity.
The lack of productive and decent jobs remain the biggest labor market challenge for young people in Africa, as the continent faces a significant demographic transition. The ILO estimates that 26% of young people in Africa are neither in employment, education, nor training.
We must therefore unlock the transformative potential of businesses, not just to profit, but also to empower. This requires a new paradigm of enterprise.
It has been found that about 5,000 people die every year due to air pollution, while over 4 million Kenyans live with asthma in Nairobi County. This was stated on the World Clean Air Day, where Kenyans were urged to embrace electric vehicles to end air pollution caused by fossil fuels. Nairobi's Chief Environmental Officer, Geoffrey Mosiria, said residents should embrace the culture of planting trees for clean air.
Ile hewa mnapumua ni muhimu na ni lazima iwe safi. na ni jukumu la kila mmoja kuhakikisha kwamba hii hewa tunaitunza, tunaisafisha na pia tupunguze uchafuzi wa hewa. And, as a county government, we are working on coming up with a waste to energy at Dandora. The process of procurement is ongoing. That one is going really to help us in a big way because both recyclable and organic will be recycle so that we minimize pollution.
Tunajiathiri wenyewe kwa maana sisi wenyewe ndo tunafanya disposal. So tuna train communities through tree planting also. Tunafanya tree planting kwa mashule. Juzi tumekuwa na clean up ambayo tulihamasisha community. Hao wenyewe ndio wakajihusisha kwa sababu wakati unahusisha community then kunakuwa na mabadiliko.
Ningeomba serikali kama ingeleta sana awareness kwa watu wa magari sana. Juu gari kama imeharibikia mahali pale ipelekwe garage. Pia nimeona banners zimewekwa huku town za kusema switch the engine. Kama zingewekwa kwa hizo barabara zote pale, at least hata wao wakuwe na.
The delivery of health services at Tumutumu Mission Hospital in Nyeri could soon come to a standstill because of the sluggish release of funds by the Social Health Authority SHA. Currently, there is an outstanding debt of 148 million shillings in claims that SHA has not yet resolved, in addition to 89 million shillings in arrears that were passed down from the now defunct National Health Insurance Fund, NHIF.
As it is currently, the hospital is at the mercy of suppliers. And suppliers here, even including members of staff. For the first time in history, we have not been able to remit staff deductions for 4 months. Not by design, not that we want it to be that way, but it's because SHA has not been resourcing the hospital adequately, as Mheshimiwa has alluded to. We therefore call upon the leadership and by extension the government to release these funds.
In this hospital, we can authoritatively say that from our interaction with them, we have not been able to come across any element of fraud. It is a question of either documents that have been uploaded, apparently they are not visible upline or upstream by the SHA system, or an issue of request for provision of additional documents, yet the system is not allowing for this additional documents to be added or resubmitted.
The National Commission for Gender and Equality has launched a 2-day data collection exercise on gender-based violence in marginalized communities in Laikipia County. According to the Commission's chair, Dr. Margaret Kirungaru, the data collected will be used to assess the gender-based violence system in Kenya. She said the system would also provide Kenyans with more reliable data to help them understand the scale of the problem and develop evidence-based policies and programs.
Be informed through data what affects the girl child in marginalized communities from attending school, and what makes a girl child not continue with school, and how this can be helped so that the girl child, just like the boy child, is able to go to school from class 1 and finish up to university.
Na hii research inaenda to 19 counties for today, na pia it is a mandate pia waweze kucover the whole county. The research, it is based on kuangalia vile our girl child ameadhirika, kukuwa marginalized, kuwa hawezi pata ile education ambayo tunaweza sema quality education. Pia the girl child vile akona challenges ambazo zinamzuia kupata elimu bora. Maneno kama FGM, maneno pia ya other challenges affecting the girl child, maneno mpaka ya security.
And we are here to really focus on areas in which we can change the policies and the existing policies, the gaps that are there. At the Minorities and Marginalized Affairs Unit, currently we are doing a policy and an affirmative action plan to see that these communities are represented in the national government. So working together with NGEC, we are going to leave Laikipia with data on the effects that these school-going girls are going through.
Well, with that story, we take a quick break right here on Younib TV Live at 9. See you on the other side of this broadcast with more top stories.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Now, UDA party on Monday handed over certificates to aspirants seeking elective posts in various wards and constituencies. Those handed the party tickets are candidates who are not facing party nominations slated for September 20th, 2025. Present during the ceremony were Party Chair Honorable Cecil Mbarire, Secretary General Hassan Omar Hassan, Board Chair Engineer Anthony Mwaura, and other senior party officials.
Where the party will fight for every seat equally and with equal seriousness and with equal commitment and with equal resources.
Vile tulinyenyekea mara ya kwanza, hata hii tutanyenyekea, hata 2027 tutanyenyekea. The one thing you can be sure of is you have 101% support of the party leader and the deputy party leader. So muende huko, mungangane, and I'm sure UDA will emerge victorious in all the seats that we are going to be fielding candidates in the next elections that are coming. And to the candidates, best wishes, Godspeed, and just know that you are the flag bearer of the UDA party.
For those who have been given the provisional certificates, congratulations. We wish you all the best, and make sure that you represent our party well down there, and you make sure that we win these seats. We are sure of winning these seats because, number one, we have chosen the best out of the entire population that we have.
One person has died following a house fire in Darajambili, Kisii County. Several others were injured and are currently receiving treatment at Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital. Kitutu Central Police Commander has confirmed that an investigation is underway to determine the cause of the explosion that sparked the fire. The body of the deceased has been taken to Kisii Makafani Hospital, where it is awaiting a post-mortem examination.
Mimi ndio caretaker. Hii moto hii ni kama saa 2:30 ndio hiyo gasi imelipuka, na imelipuka nikiwa town. Hiyo kitu chenye kimefanyika pale ndio nimeitwa na mtu mgeni mwenye ametoka tu Nairobi, mwenye hajakuwa hapa. Nimekuwa nimempatia nyumba, ameniambia hiyo nyumba inachomeka ya neighbor wangu, ikabidi nirudi kutoka kwa bank, nikarudi hapa. Hiyo ndio kitu niliona tu.
Nilikuwa nakuja kwa duka ya Esther. Sasa nikafika kwa duka, ilikuwa kitu saa 2 hivi. Wakati nilifika kwa duka ndio nilikuwa nikampigia simu, akachukua akaniambia na kuendelea kuangalia vitu kidogo hivi. Mfanyikazi wake mmoja akapigiwa simu akamwambia funga duka, nyumba imechomeka. So immediately tukasaidiana tukafunga duka, tukakuja hapa. Kufika njiani ndio tulipata watu wanapanda hivi, kuja watu ni wengi, moto imetokea, but gari ya kuzima moto iko imefika, watu ndio walikuwa wanasaidiana kuzima moto. But ndani walikuwa wanasema kuna mtu ndani, hatakuwa tumejua nani alikuwa ndani. On the process kuzima moto ndio wakasema Mama Esther ako ndani na kama like she's not arrived. So tumekaa hapa tumelia, Mama Esther alikuwa mzuri, she was the best customer.
Shanzu Ward MCA Allen Rogers Katana was arrested on Monday together with 5 other activists in Mombasa as they marched towards the office of the governor, Abdul Swamad Sharif. The 5 activists were taken into custody at Makadara while demanding prompt resolutions to the long-standing land disputes affecting the Kisauni area. As per the police, the protesters were detained and taken to the Central Police Station because they did not possess the necessary permit to hold a picket.
So we've been questioning, mbona haisongi mbele, mbona haifanyi kazi, mbona kuna false promises, kuna ahadi za hewa. 2 meetings tumemwita gavana Shanzu kwa ahadi yake mwenyewe. He did not come. Last week we were at the assembly, he did not see him.
Muhimu hii process ya mapping ianze kufanyika kila sub county. Tusingoje mpaka masuala kama haya yaweze kutokea. Ya pili, wakati huu tunapata kuwa wale wanajiita mabwenyenye wanachukua advantage kwa swala la ardhi kuweza kutumia power of attorneys ambazo hazijakuwa registered kuweza kufurusha watu na kuweza pia kufanya maendeleo kwa mitaa kama vile Chuda.
Sidhani kama kuna swala lolote la kwamba tuna abscond. I think swala moja liko wazi ni hili Bwana Kanga, kwamba wananchi wa Kisauni wana matatizo ya ardhi. Na sidhani kuvurutana kutaleta suluhu. Kuvurutana huko hakutaleta suluhu. Hakutakuwa na jibu. Jibu ni watu kukaa chini na kuangalia tunatatua vipi matatizo.
Now let's take a look at some news from the church. In a significant development for the Catholic community in Nairobi, the Eastern Deanery of the Archdiocese of Nairobi has officially been redefined into 2 new deaneries. The announcement was made on Saturday during the Eastern Deanery Family Day at Mary Immaculate Mihango Parish, where Bishop David Kamau read the official decree signed by His Grace, the Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Nairobi. The new deaneries, St. Teresa of Calcutta Deanery Ruai and St. Rita Embakasi Deanery, reflect the church's response to the region's rapid growth.
The new dean and the new vice dean, and then after that we shall create the new deanery of St. Rita Embakasi. Karibu sana Mwashamba Baskofu. Tumpigie makofi Mwashamba Baskofu.
Basi mimi nitasoma barua ya askofu mkuu kwa sababu mimi ni auxiliary bishop, kwa hivyo ni mtumwa wa askofu mkuu. Anasema hivi: Decree of the redefining of St. Teresa of Calcutta Ruai Deanery. After due consultation and prayerful reflection, and to foster pastoral care through common action, in accordance with Canon Law 374, paragraph 2, I, Philip A. Anyolo, Metropolitan Archbishop of Nairobi, do hereby define St. Teresa of Calcutta Ruai Deanery. The parishioners and all the presbyters living in any of the parishes listed below comprise St. Teresa of Calcutta Ruai Deanery, namely St. Monica Parish Gino, St. Joseph the Baptist Parish Katua, St. Fernandez Parish Ruai, St. Peter Parish Ruai, Holy Family Parish Utawala, and St. Vincent de Paul Parish Kamulu. Those are the parishes. The presbyters of this deanery are expected and strongly exhorted to meet regularly, undertake those tasks assigned to them and join efforts together in those matters affecting the ordinary. They are also to cooperate and collaborate with the diocesan bishop in the governance of the archdiocese according to the norm of the law. This decree takes effect as from 22nd August 2025, given the Chancery of the Archdiocese of Nairobi on this 22nd day of August 2025, signed by Most Reverend Philip A. Anyoro, Metropolitan Archbishop of Nairobi, and Reverend Father George Mungai, the Chancellor. So that's the decree.
Well, with that story from the Eastern Deanery, that wraps up tonight's news bulletin. Stay informed and stay engaged. I'm Alphonse Ouma, thanking you for joining us and reminding you that indeed information is power and every story matters. Good night.